All right, let's have a discussion about our endocrine system or our hormonal system. This is a very complex and very diverse system. It can be compared to our nervous system in that it transmits signals to the body. But the key difference is that the nervous system looks for more instantaneous responses that are short lived. Our endocrine system, on the other hand, aims for longer responses that are drawn out over a period of time. And in some cases, the actual response might be delayed depending on which hormone we are referring to. In this image, we have a wide variety of different glands throughout our body, and they go all the way to, in our brain, all the way down to our genitalia. The big thing is knowing that they exist and that our responses to these are supposed to be for longer periods of time. That is the essence of the endocrine system. You may not get to know all of the hormones in this class, and that is perfectly fine because there's a lot of them and it's a lot of memorization to get these down. And again, a lot of times the majority of the hormones are not necessarily the root cause of emergency situations. But ones that you might be familiar with down here in the testes and ovaries, the testes secrete testosterone in males, estrogen in the ovaries in females. You might have heard of adrenaline or epinephrine. Those originate from our adrenal glands, which kind of hang out on top of our kidneys. So when we are introduced to stress, our nervous system actually sends that signal to the adrenal glands, again on top of the kidneys, to secrete adrenaline or epinephrine. And at first, we may not feel like we're getting jumpy. Then all of a sudden, we kind of feel like we've had some coffee and we're a little bit jumpy. We're a little bit on edge. That is that delayed nature of the adrenaline taking effect in our body. We have a thymus here. The real main function is facilitating immune responses. We have our parathyroids and our thyroid. They secrete hormones responsible for our metabolism. So it facilitates how fast or how slow we metabolize food and how we store it. And again, these can vary from person to person, and you'll probably become familiar with some thyroid medications because they are very common out in the field. We have our pituitary, also known as our master gland. It secretes a wide variety of different hormones. Again, no need to really worry about them. And we have our hypothalamus and our pineal. So the important thing is to remember that it's simply a complex message and control system. It controls a wide variety of different bodily function, and it integrates a lot of functions together. They are released directly into the bloodstream, where the nervous system has a fiber that goes directly to the location. And each hormone has a specific effect on some organ, tissue, or process. Hormones do not affect every single tissue. And again, that ultimately depends on which one we are referring to. And also, again, there are too many to really spend the time to appreciate the difference between the hormones that our body secretes. So if this slide were to summarize what you need to know, it's this information right here.